Hello students, welcome back to Machining Sciences and Tool Design. So we are in module 5. So that is design of single point cutting tools. In this video we will be discussing about interrelation among different systems of nomenclature for tool angles. In the earlier videos we have discussed different systems. That is, we have discussed about MRS, and we have discussed about ORS and also NRS. So that is maximum rake angle and then orthogonal rake angle, and then we had discussed about normal rake angle. So in which maximum rake angle you need only two angles to get the remaining angles, that to make the measurement of remaining angles, whereas in orthogonal rake angle we need a three mutually perpendicular angles. Which are all those angles we have already discussed. In normal rake angle also we need three mutually perpendicular angle in which we are using other than the orthogonal plane. So this is but there is a relationship among all these different systems. As I had earlier mentioned in the when we did the video on MRS, disadvantages of MRS is it cannot directly measure the angles, that is these two angles. So if you want to get these two angles, which is you can get by the angles which is obtained in the other system, that is in the ORS and NRS. From this you need to convert it into my MRS system. So how that means there should be a relationship between all this. Okay, so that we will see in this video. So that interrelationship can be established between MRS, ORS and NRS and vice versa. So rake face angles. So given, let us discuss case by case. Given back rake angle and side rake angle in ASA, or it can also be called as MRS. It defined the inclination angle and orthogonal in the ORS. So that means you need to convert it from ASA to ORS. So then we can use these relations. Tan y naught. Y naught, you can see this. There are planes which is shown here, y naught, x naught, and then z naught. Okay, tan y naught will be equal to tan yx sine phi. So phi angle you might already discussed. Then plus tan y cos phi. So then tan lambda inclination angle will be equal to minus tan yx cos phi plus tan yy sin phi. Okay, and also you need to observe, if you want to get phi in ORS, it will be equal to 90 minus phi s, that you can see in the sketch, and then phi 1 will be equal to phi e. So this is side clearance angle, end clearance angle. And then you can see the relationship between the normal rake angle and orthogonal rake, and then relationship between normal clearance angle and orthogonal clearance angle. Using this sketch you can get these relations. So here you can see side back rake and side rake angle of the system has to be determined. So what is given? Inclination angle and orthogonal rake angle in the ORS is given. Okay, so in that case you need to use this relation. So it will be tan yx will be equal to tan y naught sin phi tan lambda into cos phi. So cos phi at the smaller angles of phi, it will be equal to phi, so you can directly write it as phi. Tan yy will be equal to tan y naught cos phi plus tan lambda sin phi. So this is when the inclination angle and the orthogonal in the ORS is given, and we need to find out back rake angle and the side rake angle in the ASA system. And then in case of case 3, given inclination angle and orthogonal rake in the ORS, find the normal rake angle. So for this you can use the sketch which is shown in the previous slide. So you have a gamma n, that is normal rake, and then orthogonal rake gamma naught here. So this is gamma n and gamma naught which is shown in the sketch. So if we write this triangle here, so you can find gamma naught and gamma n here. So AC and then AB. So using that triangle you can write gamma gamma n will be equal to gamma naught plus into cos phi, cos lambda. Okay, and then in case 4, we have one more, that is inclination angle and orthogonal clearance in ORS is given. So here you can see the normal clearance angle alpha n and orthogonal clearance alpha naught. So in such case, you can use tan or cot alpha n will be equal to cot alpha naught cos lambda. So that you can see here. So there is a relationship between alpha n and alpha naught. This is the relationship which you can have between different systems of nomenclature for two angles. So we'll end this video here. Thank you.